Begin to label these parts. First, I'll begin with this superior vena cava. Next, inferior vena cava. This is the septum. This is right atrium. This is left atrium. Sorry, this is left ventricle. Understand the functioning of the heart by looking at this diagram. See here, I'm using the two color to mark it, red and blue. You will need it. So to begin with, the heart is basically divided into four chambers. To starting with this right atrium or auricle, right ventricle, then further left atrium, and then the left ventricle. So these right side and the left side are divided by this septum. Blood from the upper part of the body enters this right atrium through this superior vena cava. So I'm going to mark it with the blue because it's a deoxygenated. So wherever we see this deoxygenated, I'm going to mark it with the blue pen, okay, or a blue sketch pen. You can use it. So further, the deoxygenated blood from the lower part of the body enters through this inferior vena cava. Again I'm marking it with the blue. So both of this enter the right atrium. Here, from here it enters through this tricuspid valve. So here all the deoxygenated blood first collects into this right atrium. This right atrium contracts and allows the blood to enter this right ventricle. How it will enter? It will enter through this tricuspid valve. So here again, this blood, deoxygenated blood, I'm marking it with this blue. It enters this pulmonary artery through this valve present here called as pulmonary valve. So here the deoxygenated blood is further carried to lungs through this pulmonary artery. This goes here to the right side of the lungs and this goes to the left side of the lung. So I'm marking it with the blue color. Deoxygenated blood enters the lungs, it gets oxygenated, and now this oxygenated blood again comes back into the heart through this pulmonary veins. So I will mark it with the red because it says it is the oxygenated blood. So it will enter through this pulmonary veins into this left atrium. So further it contracts, left atrium contracts and allows the blood, oxygenated blood, to enter into this left ventricle. This valve present here called as bicuspid or mitral valve. So once it contracts, all the blood is coming here into this. So I'm going to mark it with this red because it's oxygenated blood. Again, this left ventricle will contract and allow the blood to enter this aorta through this aortic valve which is present here. So the oxygenated blood will enter the aorta in this direction. So here also I have missed writing that it will come from the right side of the lungs. The oxygenated blood is carried. Here it will enter to the left atrium. From this aorta, the oxygenated blood is carried to various parts of the body. In detail, see the deoxygenated blood first from the upper portion and the lower portion enters the right auricle, and the deoxygenated blood will enter from the lungs to the left auricle or a left atrium. So simultaneously they both will contract. From the deoxygenated blood from this here, it enters to the right ventricle. Simultaneously even the oxygenated blood enters to this this left ventricle. So both of them enter through the valves, respective valves, tricuspid valve and a bicuspid valve. The opening and shut, there is a sound which is formed called as lub. Right. So again simultaneously they both will contract. The right ventricle and the left ventricle will contract and allow the blood, this side from deoxygenated blood enters the lungs, and this side the oxygenated blood enters the aorta through these respective valves. They both together form the semilunar valves, and from here they will make shutdown, opening and shutdown. They make a sound called as second sound called as a dub, which further from it enters the aorta, which is further passed on to the different parts of the body, whereas from here it is passed to the lungs.